we are going to be doing some Schleich rope halters. I will be doing it on some donkeys. As you see, I already did one here. Pretty cute. I will warn you that I've never filmed anything like this before. But let's get started. What you will need is some rope. Some like friendship bracelet string is what I am using. Some pair of scissors. And some super glue. Can be this glue too. You will want 15 to 20 inches of string. Mine is a little bit shorter than that. It was already leftover string from friendship bracelets. But I decided to use it since it seemed long enough. This one is the same length as this string I am using right here. But I do recommend having a little bit longer. We're going to start off by folding the string in half. Then you're going to want to fold it in half again and find that middle right there. Then you can let go of that. You're going to want to tie a knot in that middle there. Just like that. Okay, you're going to take your animal. I did not cut this yet. You can if you want to. Doesn't really matter though. You're going to take your animal and you're going to place it on your horse. Make sure that knot is about halfway on the muzzle. And then you're going to find the other side, the halfway mark. Again, about right there. And you're going to want to put a knot there too. I did not tighten the knot all the way, as seen, just so I can make sure it's in the right spot on my horse. Once it is, tighten it all the way. Then I'm going to cut this . If you haven't already. From there, you're going to separate these. It will look like this. I'm going to put this on your horse. Make sure that's lined up. You can put these strings around the back of the head just to get them out of the way. Then you're going to do this and tie a knot right here. Now that we have the knot there, I'm going to do the same thing I did before. Put it in the right spot and then tighten it. This is kind of what I was running into with the shorter string. I might not have enough room here, but we are going to try. If anything, I'll come back with another one. You are then going to take your halter that you have here and put it back on your horse. And you're going to measure from here to here, essentially. And then put a knot here. Should look like that underneath your horse. Pretty cute. You are then going to tie this right here. You can either double knot it like you did this one or these two, or you can just regular knot it. That's what I usually do. It should end up looking like this. It looks like I have just enough there. Did not cut it or anything. I'm gonna put it back on your horse. It's a little too small, but that is totally fine. It still looks pretty cute and like a rope halter. You're going to do the same thing to this side. Okay, so what we have so far is this. I did switch the sides, you can do that. Should look like this. Flattened out. Next thing you're going to do is on one of these sides, you're going to put a little loop like this and tie it. So like this, the little loop just tied there. Then once that is there, you can choose which. I'm going to choose this longer one, and then you trim all these like extra pieces. This is essentially the end product so far. You are then going to take your glue, and on each knot put a little bit of glue just so the knots don't slip out, like this. Just so they stay there. Make sure not to touch the knots until they are dry, because as you just saw there, they will stick to you, and super glue on the fingers is not fun. While we're waiting for that to dry, I will show you some of the other ones I have done. There's this one. Just a plain old black one. There is this one. I made it for the bigger faced horses. It does not fit all of them. Like, does not fit well on this one, since they have very different faces and such. I made this one on this one. So, and then I also have this one. Just a white plain one. So yeah, it is almost dry. It does take, for certain ones, a few minutes to dry. I did get my super glue from the Dollar Tree. It's pretty nice super glue. It works for only $1. It's pretty much dry for the most part. There's one knot I do believe that is still a little bit wet, but that is fine. I'm gonna put it on your horse. And you're gonna loop this rope that you did not cut. This one you did not cut. Make sure you do not cut one. If anything, you could possibly glue a piece on. And you're gonna slip it through the loop and tighten it up. Make sure everything's all centered and everything. And voila. That's how it looks. You can tie this to make it stay if you want to make it permanent. But since I like exchanging mine, I just put it under. Do not tie. You can also do a loose knot. Just with this string, it tightens if you're not careful. So just loop it under and just slowly tighten it. You can trim this string. I will trim it a bit, just because it is a little excessively long. And then pretty much done. Super cute. Very realistic. And super easy once you get the hang of it. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for me doing baby donkey halters. And then more regular full halters and regular horse halters.